I have come to the conclusion that I have dyslexia. And it freaking sucks. So, I recently... I'm trying to put this here. I don't want to show my location. Sorry. So, today was long. It was President's Day, but I did work stuff. I have learned that my brain does not work like everybody else's brain. And it sucks. I absolutely hate it. I just want to cry right now because I was just at a place where there's people that can help you get a job. I was there from 1 o'clock to 3:45. And for me, looking at a computer and not knowing, or looking at a piece of paper and not knowing what it's saying, what, like the words, what it says on it, I basically shut down and I'm like, I give up. Because I don't understand what it says. And I know there's a bunch of people in the world that know how I feel when I say I absolutely can't understand certain words and how, like, if I hear someone talk, I understand. If I'm left to read something, find someone else to read it to me, because there's no way I will understand it if it's myself reading it. And it drives me insane when I have to do like an application for quite a long time, or do like something for a job, and it's like 50 million steps for possibly the simplest, stupidest thing. I feel that if I want to just be me and be happy with what I'm doing, and I love my job. I absolutely love cleaning people's houses, organizing with them, making their lives better. And then my all-time favorite thing is babysitting. I know so many different people are like, teenagers and young kids do babysitting. I'm 27 years old. I love kids. There is nothing else in the world that makes me smile more than teaching these little kids how to do certain things. And I babysit a kid, and he lives right down the street with his parents and his sister. He has Down syndrome. He has some disabilities and handicaps and stuff. He is young. And it's amazing when I teach him something and he learns it. He's a very smart boy, and I love teaching. I love learning myself. Things that I really love and to learn, are learning about how to better myself, about trying not to get these people in, try to better myself in teaching others to better themselves, or theirselves, with getting into accepting no matter what race you are. The sun's really beautiful at this moment. I'm gonna keep this position right here. So I just feel that if I want to just be happy with my job and stuff, and I also take care of dogs and cats and guinea pigs and birds and stuff. Not really birds, but I just look at them. But if I'm like house sitting or pet sitting or something like that, I absolutely love it. And I know people are like, oh, that's not a real job. Well, it's a job. And I absolutely hate it when my dad, he just did it. He said, I would make you just go get a job. You just go get a job. I'm like, no one wants to hire me in like a retail or restaurant. And I won't go in a retail or restaurant because I've done those kinds of jobs and I don't fit in with those kind of jobs. And I don't feel comfortable with those kind of jobs. And it's really hard for me to look at someone, be kind of like straightforward with them and tell them I can't work with people because I have ADD and I get distracted horribly. Just having music on, I get distracted. But if it's stuff that it's not a podcast or a video or something, I won't get distracted. But if someone calls me or if someone's walking through the house, I'm distracted. What I told my helper lady today that's trying to help me, I told her, it's like, I have to work alone because I have ADD and I get really distracted. But I also like helping people. And she's like, this doesn't make sense. And I'm like, with the job that I've had for the last 7 years, is that I like helping people, but I have to work alone. Like, someone can be at the house, but they have to leave me alone. It's like that. So, yes, this is kind of like a rant video, but I want people to understand that I can't read perfectly. I can't write perfectly. I am horrible at math, and I'm opening it up and telling you guys, I have a couple of handicaps. I don't like it. I hate the word handicap. Since I was 14 years old, I absolutely hated the word handicap. I've always said I am just me. And as a young person, I don't want to be classified as someone that has special needs. I just don't. It hurts that I can't do what I love for a job and get tons of money for it. I would love to do YouTube for a job, but I can't. And I would love to work at a daycare and teach little kids how to do things and teach them from the beginning and make them good humans. And I would love to take photos and sell them and just make people's day by seeing something that I've taken, no matter if it's a sunset or it's a little kid standing in the snow or a fish or a frog or something in a river. It's things like that. Like, I really just want to. My dog is going crazy right this moment. I'm sitting in my yard. driveway. I'm sick and tired of people criticizing me for my job. And I've told all my clients and even friends and stuff, I absolutely love my job. And they're like, you work alone and you clean houses. That's not a job. I'm like, well, do you know, I don't want to be a surgeon. I don't want to be a lawyer. I don't want to be a banker. Hello. I don't want to be someone that goes and travels the world while doing millions of dollars of selling different properties and stuff. I don't want to do that. And seriously, there's a lot of things that I would love to do, but because depression, anxiety, dyslexia, a bunch of other things, I can't do what I want to do. Sometimes I can, and I have to find a way around it. It sucks. Like, it hurts when someone's like, oh, you can't do this. And I try my freaking best so hard at doing certain things. My family, they look at me and be like, wow, your handwriting, not your handwriting, but your writing's gotten better. And I'm like, no, it hasn't. I use spell check more than I could ever believe. When it comes to doing math, I'm still doing 3rd grade math. And it sucks. And I wish I could just make somebody understand how I feel on this whole entire idea of doing things and not understanding. What if you stuck someone that did construction in a law office? Or my dad just explained, he's like, I'm not a doctor because I can't be a doctor, and I will never be able to be a doctor. He works with doctors, but he's not a doctor. He's a lawyer. And I understand when he says that, but he does not understand that I can't just go out and get any old little job. My brain does not work in settings where if there was some like group thing where I had to go do something. I don't know. I'm not really that good with... There goes my dad bobbing by with his orange hat on. He's hilarious. He's probably trying to figure out what I'm doing in the car. His poor knees and back. He looks like he's absolutely in pain right this moment. But I just want someone out in the world to... I want people to just understand that I can't do everything. And I will never be able to do everything. I hate when people go, oh no, you can't do this. And I'm like, you don't know me that well. And the lady that I'm working with, she's only known me for a month. Maybe less than that. Maybe, yeah, a month. And today was the longest that we've actually been together. And she saw clear sight. Me, like, I introduced myself, and then I corrected the lady at the place. where they help find jobs and stuff. And I said, well, I don't use this name that's here. I use this name or this name. Either fine. And she's like, which one would you use? And I'm like, Luca. And she's like, I like that name. And then there was another lady who was like, that's a really cool name. And it's difficult at first to just come out and come forward and just tell people. And that's another thing. I don't like coming out a million times, but I have to, because if I'm getting a job, I don't want to have an incident when someone looks at me and it's like, hey, miss. I'm like, well, don't want to have like a moment where I'm like, no, it's not miss, it's mister. And yes, I look like a girl. I'm very feminine kind of deal. But I'm just a gay guy, so basically I could say that. Just a really feminine gay guy. So, to end this, I just want people to absolutely understand that I can't do everything. I just can't. And I will never want to do everything. I don't want to have a corporate job. I seriously don't. If I could make videos for a living, 100% I would do it. Flat out there. I would do it. But I want to be paid. My dream right now would make videos for YouTube that would educate people in, like, speaking up or just being themselves. Like, I am really raw with you guys most of the time. Like, right now, I'm really raw. Like, I'm not making any of this crap up. I'm seriously being true with you guys. And I don't like when some people hide the... How do I say this? When someone says, oh, if you're in an interview or something, oh, tell me about yourself. I'm like, well, I like music. I like kids. I like being alone. I like educating people about the LGBTQ+. I like summer. I like food. Things like that. But sometimes people don't want the whole entire backstory of your life. So, I'm trying my best to open my mind and try to figure out what to do about this whole situation. Because right now, I just want to be happy and have money. Right now, I don't have $1 million. I don't even really have $1,000 to my name. Probably $800 to my name. Seriously. And I try my best on everything every single day. And it hurts. It really hurts when I have to go and do something and I can't understand it. I seriously can't understand why people have to put ginormous words that not everyday life people use. Are they trying to break your breaking point and be like, hey, what the hell does this say? I'm sorry for my language there, but seriously, I feel like that 99% of the time when I'm looking at an application and it's 16 pages long. Do you really need the backstory of my life? No. I'm looking for a job to pay my bills. I'm looking for a job so I can actually have health care and stuff. I don't want you to know what I did last year with my ex, or what I did on a trip out in Ohio. I don't want to give a new person all this information. Like, seriously, why they're called exes? For a reason. Why they're called old jobs? It's because I didn't like it there, or I didn't feel comfortable. Do you really need to know about it? No. So, okay, I'm going to end this. There's probably going to be more videos like this in the future. So, I gotta go eat. I'm low blood sugar, people. Sorry, I'm getting out of control. Peace. Oh, and if you're scared, just jump in. You don't know what kind of crap you can get yourself into. Bye.